The Astralynx was no longer a ship. It felt like a coffin drifting through a nightmare. The lights flickered in sickly red pulses. The air tasted metallic and cold. Every corridor hummed with a low, resonant vibration. The same vibration that had echoed through Kael's body when the entity appeared. Lyra pressed her back against the wall, chest heaving, trying to steady her breath. The engineering bay behind her was a ruin of frost, shattered panels, and scorched metal. Kael lay unconscious beside her, his skin pale, his breath shallow. He looked fragile, human, breakable. But the thing hunting him was none of those things. Lyra brushed a trembling hand across his cheek. "Kael, please wake up." His eyelids fluttered, but he didn't stir. The ship groaned, a long, low sound like metal bending under impossible pressure. Lyra swallowed hard. They had to move. Lyra hoisted Kael's arm over her shoulder and pulled him to his feet. He was heavy, heavier than she expected, but she refused to let go. The corridor ahead was dark, lit only by flickering emergency strips along the floor. Every step echoed. Every shadow felt alive. Lyra whispered, "Stay with me, Kael, just a little longer." He murmured something, a word she couldn't make out, and leaned into her, his breath warm against her neck. The hum deepened. Lyra froze. The air shifted, a subtle pressure change like the ship inhaling. Then she heard it, a faint scraping sound. Metal against metal, slow, deliberate, coming from behind them. Lyra tightened her grip on Kael. "We need to move, now." She half-dragged him down the corridor, boots slipping on the thin layer of frost forming beneath their feet. The scraping grew louder, closer, echoing through the hollow passageway. Kael stirred weakly. "Lyra, it's following us." "I know," she whispered. "Don't look back." But she did, and instantly regretted it. The distortion was back, a ripple in the air, bending the corridor like a warped reflection. It pulsed, expanding and contracting like a living wound in space. Shapes flickered inside it, limbs, silhouettes, shifting forms that defied logic. Lyra's breath caught. Kael's voice trembled. "It's learning to manifest. It's getting stronger." The distortion surged forward. Lyra ran. The corridor narrowed into a long, cylindrical passage, one of the ship's maintenance tunnels. The walls were lined with pipes and conduits, all vibrating with the same unnatural hum. Lyra pulled Kael inside and slammed her hand against the manual override. The door screeched shut behind them. For a moment there was silence. Then, a soft, rhythmic tapping on the other side of the door. Tap, tap, tap. Lyra pressed her back against the cold metal, heart pounding. Kael whispered, "It's testing the barrier." Lyra swallowed. "Can it get through?" Kael hesitated. That was answer enough. They moved deeper into the maintenance tunnel. The lights flickered overhead, casting long, distorted shadows across the curved walls. The hum grew louder, vibrating through the metal floor. Kael stumbled, collapsing to his knees. "Kael!" Lyra dropped beside him. "Talk to me. What's happening?" He clutched his head, teeth clenched. "It's inside my mind again. It's searching." "For what?" Kael looked up, eyes glowing faintly. "For you." Lyra's breath hitched. "Why me?" Kael reached for her hand, fingers trembling. "Because you're the only thing I remember before the void. The only thing that feels real." Lyra's chest tightened. Before she could respond, the tunnel lights went out. Total darkness swallowed them. Kael's grip tightened around her hand. "Lyra," he whispered, "don't let go." The hum deepened into a low, resonant growl. Then a whisper, not through the comms, not through the air, but inside their minds. "Prototype return." Lyra gasped, clutching her head. The voice was cold, sharp, slicing through her thoughts like a blade. Kael cried out, collapsing against her. The darkness shifted. Something moved. A faint glow appeared ahead. A pale, ghostly light drifting through the tunnel like a lantern carried by an invisible hand. Lyra's breath froze. The light flickered, then split into two. Eyes, cold, hollow eyes. The entity was inside the tunnel. Lyra pulled Kael to his feet. Run! They stumbled through the darkness, guided only by the faint glow of emergency strips along the floor. The entity's eyes followed, drifting closer, illuminating the tunnel with an eerie, shifting light. The whisper grew louder. Return, return, return. Kael stumbled again, nearly falling. Lyra caught him, dragging him forward. Stay with me, she cried. The entity surged forward. The tunnel walls warped, bending inward as if the metal itself was trying to swallow them. Lyra's lungs burned. Her legs screamed. But she didn't stop. She couldn't. Not while Kael was still breathing. At the end of the tunnel, a circular airlock door glowed faintly. Lyra slammed her hand against the control panel. The door hissed open. She dragged Kael inside and hit the emergency seal. The door slammed shut. Silence. Then, a soft, gentle tapping on the other side. Tap, tap, tap. Lyra backed away, trembling. Kael collapsed against the wall, breathing hard. Lyra, it won't stop. It won't stop until it takes me. Lyra knelt beside him, cupping his face in her hands. Then we fight it. Together. Kael's eyes softened. Why? Why risk yourself for me? Lyra swallowed hard. Because you're not a thing. You're not a prototype. You're Kael. And I'm not letting anything take you. Kael's breath trembled. Lyra! The tapping stopped. Silence. Then, a whisper, soft and cold. Found you. Lyra's blood turned to ice. Kael's eyes widened. The lights flickered, and the airlock door began to open. A door no one built, a warning no one understands, and a choice no one should make. When the Astralynx reveals a sealed passage that reacts to the crew, curiosity becomes a countdown. Because once that door opens, something else opens with it. Starbound Secrets, Episode 8. Some mysteries stay closed for a reason.